Welcome to a high-stakes forensic breakdown of digital deception. In today's explainer, we're literally dissecting the anatomy of a digital lie. We're going to look at exactly how the most insidious online fakes are manufactured, the absolute devastation they can cause in just a matter of hours, and most importantly, the cutting-edge biological science that law enforcement is deploying right now to catch the criminals hiding behind the screens. So, can you really trust your own eyes anymore? It's a chilling question we increasingly have to ask ourselves every single time we scroll through our feeds. Manipulated media and hyper-realistic deepfakes are spreading across the internet at a terrifying speed. These aren't just harmless parlor tricks anymore, right? They're highly sophisticated weapons used to defame, manipulate, and completely violate people's privacy. And the sheer velocity at which these lies travel, it's just staggering. Okay, let's dive into this. 12.5 million. That's how many views a manipulated, sexually explicit fake video of K-pop star Jennie from Blackpink actually generated. And get this, it didn't take months or weeks or even days to reach an audience of that size. It hit 12.5 million views in just 12 hours. That's enough people to fill literally hundreds of massive stadiums, all in half a day. Let's trace the rapid, clinical sequence of this crime. Saturday, the malicious clip is uploaded by an anonymous account. Just 12 hours later, the damage goes completely exponential. Tuesday, Jennie's agency, OA Entertainment, is forced to announce aggressive civil and criminal legal action against the perpetrators of the severe privacy violation. Wednesday morning, the offending account and the video are finally suspended. But the digital footprint? It had already been permanently stamped into the internet. Section 1. Anatomy of a digital crime. To catch a digital criminal, we first need to step into the forensic lab and understand their exact modus operandi. According to a fascinating academic framework on multimedia forensics, there are basically three phases of deception we're dealing with here. First, you've got the face swap, where a target's face seamlessly replaces the original person. Then there's the lip sync, where a person's mouth is artificially matched to a completely fake audio track. And finally, the puppet master. This is where the target's face is superimposed but forced to mimic the exact facial expressions of a source actor. The big problem? Well, most existing detection software only looks for one of these specific tricks, but this evolving threat absolutely requires a unified detection framework capable of catching all three of them simultaneously. Section 2. Hunting for a heartbeat. Now, let's tie the string from the crime directly to the solution, looking at a groundbreaking academic framework designed to expose these digital lies. For a long time, old detection methods relied heavily on traditional deep learning models, specifically convolutional neural networks or CNNs. But those are computationally complex, and frankly, they function like a black box. Investigators can't always interpret exactly how the AI reached its conclusion, so researchers pivoted. This new framework moves to a lightweight, highly interpretable tree-boosting system called an XGBoost model. It's agile, it's transparent, and it actually allows forensic analysts to follow a clear mathematical path to the truth. And here is where the science gets truly incredible. The ultimate tell in a deepfake isn't some weird digital glitch or a single bad pixel. No way. It's actually the invisible rhythm of a human heartbeat and blood flow. This new framework identifies fake videos by extracting hidden biological signals, specifically subtle red, green, and blue color transformations in human skin that are caused by a pumping heart. You see, generative AI is great at painting a perfect face, but it consistently forgets to give that face a pulse. Now, what's really interesting about this is exactly where the system looks to find these biological signals. It targets 7 specific regions of interest, or ROIs, on the face. We're talking the right cheek, left cheek, chin, forehead, outer right edge, outer left edge, and the center. The algorithm calculates the RGB values across these exact areas to map the natural, microscopic variations of human blood flow. It's a biological signature that is, right now, almost impossible for a machine to fake accurately. But the researchers didn't stop at just the heartbeat. They discovered that by fusing these biological heart rate features with traditional physical facial landmarks, things like 2D and 3D head positioning and eye tracking, the detection accuracy absolutely skyrockets. When tested on the world leaders data set, relying solely on physical landmarks gave an area under the curve, or AUC score, of 0.9311. But when they fused those physical landmarks with the biological heartbeat data, the accuracy jumped to an incredibly robust 0.9505. And this brilliantly illustrates a massive breakthrough in multimedia forensics. With a score of 0.9505, this lightweight XGBoost system is matching the detection accuracy of those heavy, complex neural networks, all while using significantly less computing power. Plus, it provides a clear explanation of exactly why the video is fake. Section 3, the AI police state. Let's move to and see how this builds from academic theory straight into how real-world law enforcement is operationalizing this exact science. The South Korean National Police Agency isn't waiting around for the deepfake problem to solve itself. They've deployed a relentless, specialized three-tier system to hunt down digital criminals. Step 1 is a rapid automated detection sweep using police-developed software. If the results are inconclusive, they escalate to Step 2, which is a detailed forensic video examination by actual human experts. Finally, Step 3 is an advanced AI-based forensic analysis. And this final tier doesn't just flag a video as a fake, it analyzes exactly which software was used to manipulate it, helping police trace the entire digital supply chain from creation all the way to distribution. And if you're wondering what the police software is actually looking for, it connects directly back to that academic research we just reviewed. To crack these cases, investigators are tracking the exact same biological tells. They're actively analyzing artificial facial generation, abnormal blinking patterns, and yes, changes in human blood flow, all alongside the file's hidden metadata. The theoretical science has quite literally become an active digital dragnet. So the crucial point is that this framework isn't just an idea, it's getting major real-world results. 419. That is the staggering number of deepfake-related suspects the Korean police arrested through July of this year alone. They've deployed this forensic software in over 1,600 investigations. They're tackling not just digital sex crimes, but election-related offenses and telecommunications fraud, taking a strict zero-tolerance approach to manipulated media. The real-world consequences for these digital manipulations are severe and unyielding. Under Article 14-2 of South Korea's Act on Special Cases Concerning the Punishment of Sexual Crimes, editing or manipulating someone's image to cause sexual humiliation carries heavy, heavy penalties. Violators are facing up to 7 years in a physical prison or a fine of up to 50 million won, which is roughly $36,000. The legal system is finally catching up to the code. We've seen how easily a digital lie can spread to millions of people in mere hours. And we've seen the incredible biological forensics required to expose that lie. But as this arms race between generative software and detection algorithms accelerates, it leaves us with one final haunting thought to consider. If AI can perfectly fake a human and only AI can spot the fake, what happens when the machines stop telling us the truth?